Hello, Aquarius. This is Keziah with High Priestess Key. I was going to say all in the cars. But I've been uploading some of these over there for them because over here it's taking a little while for the channel to get up and going, which is okay. Because I know this channel is definitely going to bring some energy and reference of more into the esoteric teachings, right, of spiritual astrology, the universal laws, the planetary alignment, and so forth, right? So we're going to be discussing a lot of that, and I'm going to be doing element readings over here. So I'm trying to get through the full zodiacs to give that energy right now, and then I will move into element readings again over here. All right. So that's mainly what a lot of over here's messages will be, element readings, and sometimes I will break them out in reference of individual signs. All right. Aquarius, this is for the element of Aquarius, whether you have it in sun, moon, rising, Venus, wherever you may have it, even if it's in your Rahu or Ketu. Okay. I do Verdict and True Sidereal. All right. So if you do Western, then, if it's in your chart anywhere, because we are all signs. All right. Okay. Aquarius, let's get to it. Let's see what your message is. Also, over here, I do not use tarot over here, family. I use my ancestor cards that I created with the ancestors. I don't really normally have used these cards on any platforms here on YouTube. So I will be sharing that today in reference of the energy. And over here, that's all I'll be pulling from. All right. All right. Let's go. Aquarius ancestors. What's the messages that Aquarius need to know? This is also not time stamped. So whenever Aquarius sees it is when Aquarius is supposed to receive it, ancestors. Thank you. Sun, moon, and rising Aquarius right here. Thank you, ancestors, for Aquarius messages, sun, moon, and rising Aquarius. Thank you. Ashe. All right, Aquarius. Okay. So it definitely looks like some things you're trying to get going, right? You're trying to call some things in, get some things done. Um, Very focused right now, it looks like, on changing and shifting some things that's happening in your life. And I like it, right? Um, the ancestors is showing me in your law of internal vibrations. You may be dealing with some things that could be happening in your life right now, Aquarius, that, you know, they may be uncomfortable, or they may be something that you're trying to change. You could be trying to change your work life, your love life, your home life, whatever it is that you're trying to change, or you're trying to maybe even get new skills. Maybe you're learning a new craft, or maybe you're working on a new skill or a new craft. Something that you never experienced before could be what it is that you're actually, working on, or you're going through at this time. The ancestors is showing me. But all of this comes into play in reference of the law of cause and effect. So what you've caused in the past has created what you're going through right now. Ancestors is showing that some things that are coming back around in reference of new beginnings right now for you, especially around earthly possessions. Okay, it's all in what you make it. The ancestors want you to know, if you're trying to have a child, that's coming around for you. I see fertility in your future. And if you're not trying to have a child, you better wrap it up. Okay. But definitely see that. Okay. Just be very careful in reference of the things, because you have Chiron in your law of cause and effect. So it's like some things that you may have caused may have affected you to still need to heal yourself as well. Go through some type of healing process, because that foreign feeling of that Mars that's in the internal vibrations could be occurring and aggressively creating some type of pain and suffering in your life as well. So I have to always look at the duality of things. For some people who may not be going through the same situation in reference of that Mars energy, maybe you're aggressively going after something that you want to change, something that you may be not telling everybody about. But on the other side of that, that could also be some type of trauma or drama that you may be going through. And the ancestors want you to know, Aquarius, right now you have the energy and the ability to shift that energy and change it for yourself. Okay, all you have to do is your shadow work. You need to tap in with self. The ancestors is showing there is definitely in the law of inspired actions, with that comes a lot of things seeing here that you've endured, right? And the things that you've endured are pushing you and motivating you to change some things. Okay, and you may be doing this in private, and that's fine. It's all based off of your faith and your belief right now. I'm seeing in reference of why and what you're doing in reference of being inspired for whatever actions you're taking. You're trying to attract some things, some positive things to you because of what you have endured as well. I'm seeing that the ancestors is saying just continue to focus on positive thoughts, positive affirmations over your life. Okay, ancestors know the things that you have endured, and ancestors know too. That's why in your law of cause and effect, the ancestors say you have the option to shift it. But it is some things in reference of what you have been through. That wounded healer is something that we have to mold and we have to take care of. A lot of that comes in reference of our heart chakra. Okay, so the ancestors definitely want you to tap into that. I'm also seeing solar plexus and throat chakra here, root chakra too, right? So all these chakras that you may want to work on in reference of the different aspects of what's going on in your life, just depending on how it resonates with you. All right. I'm seeing, in the law of attraction right now, it's definitely all about you attracting positive things, love in your life. Okay, coming from all aspects, whether you're getting love on the job, whether you're getting love from, your lover or your family members, however it may go. But the ancestors is showing that it is what you're attracting. On the other side of that, whatever you put out is what you get back. So although you do have, in that law of attraction, right, which is about what you've endured, the ancestors is saying some of you have endured major things around love as well, right? And be very careful because it depends on how things go in reference of your life, right? Where that can turn in a negative way or can turn in a positive way. That's why the ancestors said there's still some healing that has to happen. There's still some things that you need to release and let go of throughout all the things that you are inspired to do. Don't attract the same, negative energy. So that's why ancestors gave you that wounded healer in the law of inspired. I mean, in the law of cause and effect. But the ancestors just want you to understand with these universal laws, we're supposed to follow all the rules, especially in reference of how I read in reference over here, right? So you'll hear me. That's why I put the universal laws over here from the beginning. I started this channel in reference of the universal law that goes with the spiritual astrology, so you can understand exactly when I'm getting into each one of the placements that I read from. Okay, take it as it resonates. But the ancestors also want you to know in the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, which is about you changing things or things changing in your life. Ancestors say right now you have great strength and great power. You need to know that you are the gods and the goddesses, and you are the princes and the princesses, Aquarius, right? Ancestors want you guys to know in the things that are changing, though, you got to be very careful because the ancestors is also saying, that Saturn moon is here. So it's all in what you want to create, all in what you want to change. It's all about your actions to change whatever is going on around your living conditions in your home life in reference of your lifespan, right? And how long you want to be here on planet Earth, right? Because some things can cause our demise as well, if we're not careful. So that goes back to ancestors saying, be careful of repeating cycles, okay? Because things that are changing in your life, you don't want to continue to keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again. That's insanity. All right. So you have to break the monosis. That's what I'm hearing. You have to break that and change some things so you can get different results. Okay. Get out of the cycles. All right. And especially if it's a cycle of sin, because that is going to place you in a bind that is going to be kind of hard for you to get out of. And it may be in reference of finances finances, okay? Because I am seeing, I'm seeing that energy that's coming up in the law of compensation. Also, be careful of temptations. Don't allow others to come in and tempt you on things, okay? Because right now it could be very easily. And be careful and put your protection up in reference of revenge on the opposition, people coming at you or sending things at you or talking negative over you that can adjust your mindset and your perception right now, okay? Because ancestors is showing it, okay? Remember, the more that you're on a spiritual journey and you're doing more in reference of ascending, that ascension comes with tension, and others always come at those that they see are moving towards the light, because some of those people are still moving through darkness, okay? So be very careful in reference of that, as well as in the law of compensation. I'm seeing that there is some things that's happening around your finances right now with that Europa energy that's coming in here. It's definitely seeing that it's like, ancestors is saying, um just don't be greedy in reference of some things and how you getting to the money, because I got a lot of Aries energy here and Pisces energy here. You may have those in your chart somewhere. Also, be careful and pay attention to your nervous system right now. You may have some twitching of the eye. If you have that, you need to definitely have some type of medical treatment or check on, because listen, I'm no doctor, but I'm just telling you what the ancestors is putting down, okay? And be careful and just maintain it and save your money, okay? Because the ancestors is saying, your finances is coming up. You may have some things that are going to be given to you, or you may receive like new finances in new ways. Maybe you're trying to get a new job, maybe you're trying to start a new business, Aquarius, and there's definitely something coming in, okay? And even in love, you may be making or doing something with a partner in reference to finances of some sort. But I am seeing money assistance come in for you, okay? In the law of compensation, Aquarius ancestors, clarity on the Aquarius spread, please. Clarity on the Aquarius spread, please. Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. Thank you, ancestors. Yeah. See, ancestors said, make sure you watch your mouth. Okay. When it comes to some things changing, ancestors is giving you a warning, okay? But in reference of what I was telling you about of your vibrations, the ancestors is showing me that there is some things that that the Most High is shining their light down on you to change. Okay, yeah. Definitely within, even in the numerology, I'm seeing it. Okay, because the ancestors gave me the energy of the sun, right? So the sun is definitely shining down on you, right? And the ancestors want you to also work with the sun, okay? When you're doing your meditations, when you're doing your go out and get out in nature, okay? When you start feeling uncomfortable, or you start feeling like things are not going or shifting the way that you want it to go, the ancestors want you to get out in the sun, okay? Get out in the sun, get you some sun, get you some nature. But there is some things internally that you may be, maybe worrying about your children, or worrying about something that you may feel that you having self-doubt in some way, okay? And the ancestors want you to continue to stay focused, okay? Because I am seeing that you trying to make things happen, right? You're inspired to make things happen. And also you may resonate with this if you have Virgo in your chart as well, because I do have Virgo that came out on you, as well as Pisces energy, okay? So that does let me know that that you're inspired to change some things, especially around material possessions. Okay, you may be going through some things. Okay, because the ancestors is showing it, and you may be not trying to expose it to other people. And that could be, like I said, it's like you have a major focus right now of goals, right? And not that you're trying to hold your goals as secrets. It's just you want to keep them to yourself, and that's good too. Ancestors said that's how I'm gonna keep shining my light on you, okay, and helping you adjust your the things that you're trying to do, because the ancestors came right out on your finances as well, okay? So I'm definitely seeing that the ancestors is coming in to help you with money assistance, your physical needs, something around the home or a house that you may be trying to focus on or get. Ancestors is showing that right now it's all about you working on your well-being. So this is a time where you need to be doing a lot of maybe shadow work as well as self-care. Okay, so maybe focusing on self. And I do see your children here, so it may be some things going on with your children. You're making a lot of sacrifices, right? And the ancestors is saying those sacrifices are being the ancestors see that, and things are shifting in a positive way because of that. I'm sorry of the ring. Okay, somebody's outside moving around in front of my door. But yes, so ancestors want you to be encouraged, work on your self-esteem, and raise your vibration, because raising your vibration is definitely going to shift some things for you, Aquarius. Okay, with that Neptune energy on the law of perpetual energy, I feel like the ancestors wanting you to have a warning, okay, in reference of that Sagittarius energy that is also here. So you may have Sag in your chart, but ancestors want you to work on relationships as well. Okay, changes in relationships in some shape, form, or fashion, as I told you. The ancestors is saying, be careful. Be careful who you're speaking to, how you're speaking to them. Because Neptune is definitely about integrity. So you must operate out of integrity right now, or it could cause your demise even by what you say to someone. Okay, ancestors want you to know this is also about, and it came out in reference of that repeating cycles. Also, don't be repeating the same relationship situation with someone who could cause your demise, right? So this is like you being in a relationship or abusive relationship and can't get through it. Okay, somebody could be lying, somebody could even be stealing from you. There's something that's here because ancestors is giving you a warning in reference of not to do something, or you will receive karma. So you have to be very careful. Also, there could be some changes with you around technology. So you may have some situations coming up, Aquarius, in reference of any form of technology. That could be a computer, a phone, or something like that, laptop. So be very careful. Make sure you get things checked out. And like I told you, be careful of your heart, okay? Any heart problems, you want to get that checked out, as well as be careful of not dealing with people or situations around having sex without condoms and things like that. Because Aquarius, you guys thrive. You're the messengers of lust, and I discussed this in the other video about universal laws and spiritual astrology. So the ancestors said, be very careful. The warning is also on repeating sins and repeating things that may get you in some trouble when it comes to sexually transmitted diseases. So I have to put that out there with that Neptune energy that is here. Okay, but everything else looks good. Ancestors want you to continue to keep working on your shadow self, and I'll pull your outcome message, Aquarius. And this is your reading, your energy reading right now. This is not time stamped, so when you see this is when you're supposed to hear the message. All right, I'm definitely seeing you have some money assistance come in. I definitely gave you a lot of messages around love, and be very careful with being with the right partner or dealing with a relationship. All right, especially if it's already abusive, and you would already know that. All right, especially if you tapped in and tuned in and listening to your intuition and discernment. What's the message for Aquarius? Veiled. Never got this card. Veiled 38, and it makes me think of Beyond the Veil, right? But it's veiled, and it's the number 38, um which comes down to love, which is sorrows, regrets, things that you want to be very careful about. The number 38 is also about an intervention needed in reference of love. Okay, but the veil is here about all is not being revealed at this time. I told you there was some type of secrecy, or you may be holding the secret, but somebody else may be holding the secret from you as well. You may not be revealing it. Remember, I said that. Is it someone around you hiding or holding back information or an aspect of themselves? Please use caution in proceeding. Or perhaps the mask is inviting you to be more protective of what you share. And that's what the ancestors showed in the cards. You may be already doing this, but if not, the ancestors is giving you that message. Draw this is about you getting clarity. Okay, so you need to meditate and achieve an altered state of awareness. Encourage hidden abilities to rise to the surface of your consciousness. So basically, Ancestors is saying, with the veil, it's like you need to cover yourself. Also, Ancestors is just saying to me, Aquarius, make sure you cover your crown. Make sure you cover your crown. Okay. Because the ancestors is giving off, there's something that needs to be sacredly covered or concealed with you. And that's why I also have that Enceladus energy that came out for you as well. But I spoke on that. All right. All right. So this is your message. Sorry, it went a little longer for you, Aquarius, but you had a lot that was here. Much love to you. All right. And I will see you guys soon. Peace.